Plato's Symposium is like a calm, perfect statue filled with bright ideas. It tells of a dinner party at Agathon's home, where friends gather to praise love. Apollodorus, who heard the story from Aristodemus, a friend of Socrates, tells it to someone who wanted to know the truth. Aristodemus had met Socrates, walked with him to the party, and arrived before Socrates, who came later but joined the feast. Pausanias suggests they drink little, and Eryximachus, the doctor, asks each guest to give a speech about love. The order of speakers shows different sides of love. Phaedrus begins by saying love makes people brave. He tells stories of heroes who died for the ones they loved, and says love gives honor. Pausanias says there are two loves, the low kind that only wants bodies, and the noble kind that loves minds, wisdom, and virtue. The noble love helps people grow good qualities. Eryximachus explains how love is in everything, from medicine to music to weather. Good love keeps the body balanced. Bad love brings sickness. He sees love as a kind of harmony in nature. Aristophanes tells a funny myth. Long ago, humans were round creatures with 2 faces, 4 arms, and 4 legs. Zeus split them in half, so now each half searches for its missing piece. Love is the longing to become whole again. Agathon praises love as the youngest, fairest god who gives kindness, justice, and beauty. He sings of love's gentle power. Next, Socrates asks Agathon questions and tells a story he learned from a wise woman named Diotima. She taught him that love is not itself beautiful or good, but a spirit between gods and people. Love desires beauty and goodness, so people keep making new life, both children and ideas. Love helps people create things that last, so they can feel a kind of forever. Diotima describes a ladder. First, someone loves one beautiful body, then all beautiful bodies, then beautiful minds and laws, and finally, perfect beauty itself. Reaching that perfect beauty is the highest form of love. It leads people to truth, wisdom, and a friendship with the divine. The speeches finish when Alcibiades bursts in drunk. He bursts into song about how strange and powerful Socrates is. He tells how Socrates taught him to care for his soul, how he once hugged Socrates through the night, and how Socrates was calm and brave in war and cold. Alcibiades admires Socrates' strange mix of wildness and goodness, and warns Agathon not to be fooled by him. This shows how Socrates makes people feel ashamed of selfishness, but also want to be better. Later, people shuffle in and out. Aristodemus falls asleep, and in the morning he finds only Socrates, Aristophanes, and Agathon still awake. Socrates talks about how comedy and tragedy share the same spirit. They drink, and then they all go their ways, while Aristodemus follows Socrates again. Plato uses this evening to show love as a mix of stories, jokes, and deep thoughts. The guests share different voices, but together their words help Socrates find the truth. Love leads us from the body to the mind, and then to perfect beauty. These ideas connect to other works like the Phaedrus and Phaedo, where philosophy is like inspiring madness that makes people love wisdom. The symposium stays in real life while pointing toward the eternal, still telling us that true love means wanting goodness forever. Plato also talks about how Greeks saw friendships between men, like Achilles and Patroclus, and how older men guided boys. He points out that such bonds could be noble when they focused on learning and strength, not only on the body, and he warns against thinking love is only about what we can touch. He keeps the story real, with jokes and serious talk, making each speaker feel human and true. The book was likely written between 384 and 369 BC, when Plato was around 44. Some try to divide the speeches into pairs, but Plato never says that. Other versions, like Xenophon's Symposium, tell different stories and might copy Plato's ideas. Finally, the tale reminds us that love isn't just a feeling, it is the drive to seek beauty, truth, and lasting goodness.